Fucking LBrands. LBrands really screwed us today, guys. Oh my goodness. Bad day here at LBrands. LBrands did a GoBroke. If you guys are not familiar with the term, anytime a stock goes down double digits in a day, we call it a GoBroke here on the channel, okay? LBrands did a GoBroke today. Today, LBrands is down over $4 a share, down close to 12% as of taking this screenshot. Just absolutely vicious day for LBrands. So what I want to do is I want to look at all the numbers across the board here with LBrands. I also want to go through, am I buying more shares? Did I sell off my shares? Am I going to sell off my shares? Am I doing anything with options? I want to just cover all that today. And let's just get into this, guys. So as far as the sales numbers, okay, if you look at them, it doesn't seem that bad. Like up 3%. So these are comp store sales I'm showing you for the entire company, or just comp sales in general, okay? So what did sales do for the month of June, which is what the numbers they came out with today? Up 3%, all right? That's versus the same month last year was actually down 9%. It's a big difference there, guys. So it's actually positive. Now Victoria's Secret is the trouble spot. So Victoria's Secret, negative 1% sales numbers there for Victoria's Secret for this month, but that's a massive improvement year over year. Look at last year. They had a negative 17% comp number. Like, that's insane, guys. But at the same time, it is still negative. It's 1% negative. Bath & Body Works was up 10% comp store sales. Bath & Body Works is just a business that's on fire. That's just the profit engine for LBrands right now. Great business, okay? Let's look at these numbers a little further in depth here. So LBrands reported net sales increased 6% to $1.28 billion for the 5 weeks ended July 7, 2018, compared to net sales of $1.21 billion for the 5 weeks ended July 1st, 2017. Comparable sales for the 5 weeks ended July 7, 2018 increased 3% compared to the 5 weeks ended July 8, 2017, okay? The company reported net sales of $4.7 billion for the 22 weeks ended July 7th, so that's taking, you know, the whole year so far into account, all of 2018, an increase of 8% compared to net sales of $4.4 billion for the same time last year. So it looks pretty good. Like the sales overall are positive, okay? The Victoria's Secret is still down 1%, but you know, Bath & Body Works is just unbelievable, up 10%. But all the focus is strictly on Victoria's Secret, and everybody's trying to kick a dog while it's down right now, okay? As you guys know, real quick before we get into more of this, I got into LBrands because these are great brands this company owns. Lex Wexner, the guy in charge of this company, he's done a phenomenal job building the company over time. These shares have been beaten down so much that over the past few months, I kind of looked at this stock and I'm like, I got to start dipping my toes in here. It makes sense. It makes a value. But we'll talk about that in just a second. So everything is just so negative as far as the headlines go. LBrands tumbles after weak sales at broken brand Victoria's Secret. Broken brand, they're calling it. It's game over for Victoria's Secret, Jeffrey declares, okay? An analyst there. Victoria's Secret can't even sell its merchandise at a discount. Everybody's trying to kick this dog while it's down, man. Now, before we get into, you know, what I'm doing and my cost basis and all that type of stuff, I just want to discuss something, okay? What I believe Victoria's Secret should do, as far as, you know, LBrands owns many businesses, okay? Victoria's Secret, they also own the Pink business, they also own Bath & Body Works. What I believe they should do with the Victoria's Secret business is say, screw all these comparable sales numbers, screw trying to chase revenue numbers, because it's not working. Screw trying to chase revenue numbers, it's not working. It's not working in the stock's perspective, and it's not working for the overall business. Go after profit, Victoria's Secret. If your revenue goes down 10%, who the hell cares? Worry about the profit. Worry about the bottom line, okay? Net income is what matters in the end in this game, okay? So in my opinion, the Victoria's Secret side of LBrands business is getting all the attention, and regardless whether they have a negative 1% number, a positive 1% number, or a negative 10% number, everybody hates the stock as it is right now. It's at a 10 PE on this company, or 10 forward PE, okay? So what? If it sells off more, what's it going to go down to, a 7 forward PE? Who cares, okay? It could be going there regardless. So say screw chasing the revenue numbers, Forget that. Let's go after profit, okay? Worry about the customers who are actually spending, not trying to worry about trying to bring everybody through the door. Screw revenue, screw comp store sales, go after net income. Take that focused approach. It reminds me so much of what happened to the purse companies a few years ago. Michael Kors and Coach, okay? These type of names, Kate Spade, all these names, they were high flyers. They were doing huge numbers. And then what ended up happening is they decided, oh, we're gonna start going into discount mode. They started discounting all their purses, all their wallets, everything. They started, you know, if you went into a Coach store or a Michael Kors store, they hand you out 50% off today, 70% off today, 80% off today. Oh, we got this sale on top of this sale. They were trying to get business any way they could, okay? And what ended up happening, 2015, 2016, these stocks got absolutely killed because that ended up hurting their business and hurting their brands in the short term in a major, major way. And now it's 2018 and a lot of these stocks have recovered. Coach has recovered a lot. Michael Kors has recovered a lot. They went after, screw trying to chase revenue numbers. We're going to go after net income numbers. We're going to go after profitability. And that is exactly what they have done. That's exactly what those companies have done. So Victoria's Secret, just quit chasing trying to chase the revenue. Go after the net income, man. Go after the real money. That's where it's at. Worry about brand, worry about, you know, the brand prestige there, and screw it. If revenue goes down 10, 15%, who cares, dude? It doesn't matter. Like anyway, the Victoria's Secret went down 1% and the stock still got killed today. Who cares? The stock's going to get killed regardless. It's the way it is, okay? So as far as my cost basis is on LBrands, so we own it in 3 different accounts. So one of my accounts, $35.10 cost basis. So we're down pretty significantly on that one. $32.12 in another account. So that's around the, you know, where it's trading at now. And then my wife owns a significant portion and it's around the same number there. So as far as me with LBrands, am I planning on buying any more, selling off? Did I already sell off? No. I'm not planning on buying any more shares. Not because I don't believe in the business, just I already have my stake built in this company, okay? I have already had my stake built in this company. I have what I want in this company, and it is what it is. Now I'm just holding it, okay? Am I going to sell off? Absolutely not. Do I want to sell off, you know, at a company that's trading at a forward P of 10 that, you know, I think this Victoria's Secret brand can be revived as long as they start, you know, focusing on the actual real customers that matter to the company and not trying to chase the ones that aren't bringing in any business. The Bath & Body Works business is a phenomenal business. That's now their profit engine. That has amazing growth going forward for the company. It's just the company's knocking the ball out of the park every single month. So, you know, focus on that. So I'm not selling off. I'm not doing anything like that. Now, as far as the dividend, this company pays a massive, massive dividend, okay? And I receive the dividend every 3 months. So I just got the dividend. Let's see, I got the dividend. I think it was about a month ago they paid it out. And I think it was like close to $1,000 worth of dividends I got. And that's cool, and that definitely adds to some, you know, helps out with the pain that the stock has gone down. But at the same time, I personally, as a shareholder, I'm okay if they cut that dividend and focus that more on the business. Like, I don't need that dividend money. I'd rather than focus on the business, spend that money with the business, build it back up, and focus there, and build the balance sheet, pay off some debt, and do things like that, rather than pay me. I don't need this huge dividend they pay out. It's like over a 6% yield. I don't need that. I'd rather than focus on the business so we can get gains in the stock of 20, 30, 40, 50% over the next year or two, rather than they pay out this dividend of a 6% yield and the stock goes nowhere. Like I would rather them just focus that money on the stock. One last thing I want to point out here before we end this video is this is exactly why I no longer go super heavy in stocks. It's something a very valuable lesson I learned from the GoPro investment was not to go too heavy in a stock, okay? Regardless how confident you are in this company or whatever company you're in, never go too heavy. So GoPro and Wynn Resorts, you know, I went super heavy in those 2 stocks. Wynn, it worked out great on. GoPro, it didn't. But I was, you know, it just made me think, like, what if Wynn went bad? That my account would have been completely devastated. So I used to go super heavy into 1 or 2 stocks. I no longer do that. So a day like this, when LBrands goes down, it's still, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of loss, but it's not tens of thousands of dollars of loss if I went super heavy. This is why I no longer go, you know, super heavy in a stock. The most I'll go in a stock now is like 20, 30%, and that of the total portfolio, and that is it. I'm no longer interested in going 50, 60% all in one stock. It's just, I have too much money nowadays. It's just, it would be portfolio suicide when a situation like this happens. You say, whoa, what if it went up a bunch? Oh yeah, that's great, but at the same time, it's about risk management, right? It's not just about how much money you make, it's about how much much money you don't lose, right? Okay, so you got to kind of balance those. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy this. I would love to hear your opinion on LBrands. Do you think the company's done? Do you think Victoria's Secret business is done? Do you think they should spin it off? What is your guys' opinion on LBrands? Is it a stock you've bought or looking into or have thought about buying? I would love to hear your guys' opinion in that comment section as always. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.